and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 for the Game Boy Advance. I know last time I said we'd be starting a new Let's Play, but I realized that we still have a couple bonus videos. By a couple, I mean about 4 or 5? So, this is Whisperwind Cove, which is actually the 4th optional dungeon in the GBA and PSP versions, and I think iOS as well, and Android. Reason being is that this is actually easier, believe it or not, than the actual actual third dungeon. Reason being is that level 3 actually has a ton of really tough super bosses. This dungeon has nothing like that. Despite being the last one, this one is more of a... okay. If the third dungeon is a sprint, then think of this dungeon as a marathon. That's the best way to put it, because it's not hard, it's just kind of long. Also, the way this will work is I'm cutting out repeat encounters. If we see something for the first time, I'll leave it in, but I'm cutting it out if we have seen it before. Also, I don't remember if I sped this up or not. I don't think this was sped up. There are a couple floors that actually did speed up because of how long they took. I like to keep these videos in particular under 20 minutes. So I did have to do a lot of speed ups and cuts. You get to a really big cut, I think, in this one or the next part. Oh, by the way, because this is actually a 40 floor dungeon, this actually is going to take 3 whole videos. If you think that sounds ridiculous, the actual recording was about 2.5 hours. So if you think 3 20-minute videos is bad, yeah, just keep in mind that this could have been 2.5 hours of uncut footage. Not that mean, apparently. No speed ups yet, we'll get to that pretty soon though. This is 40 floors. This is, again, the longest dungeon in the entire game. Later on, they actually also start speeding up menu management as well, but I didn't do that for this one because I was well under time anyway. Again, this is a new encounter technically, though we saw these guys in the previous bonus dungeon, but that was also a whole Let's Play ago. That was a whole month ago. Not much to say about these floors. These floors are fixed, but again, which order they appear in is actually randomized, so keep that in mind. Later on, I also start speeding up battles, but for now, it wasn't necessary for this video because it went pretty well. This floor has a speed up, and also I'm pretty sure it also has a pretty abrupt cut at one point, because I started going the wrong way. Really badly. I think it's this floor. To be honest, all the really stupid stuff happens like within the first 20 floors in this video. Or is it this? Yeah, it is this floor. What happens is I missed a tiny gap between 2 rocks. So here there's that cut right there. Because that rock I went between, I did not see that. I thought that was impassable. So it took me about 20 extra, like at least 10-15 minutes, I think, of just me trying to figure out where the exit was, plus random encounters. No, 10-15 minutes is too much. Probably more like 5 to 10 minutes. This one I speed up because there are a ton of them, but I thought it would take forever to show otherwise. And basically all the enemies are revenants, for the most part. This is actually unique. You actually have 2 unique enemies, sort of. I think Fair was maybe in another dungeon, just not, like, as a main character of sorts. Sadly, he actually isn't that bad. Frankly, most bosses aren't going to be a problem. The only real thing that's going to be a problem in the Let's Play is, like, bosses. Okay, so he's guarding stuff, and I overshot. My soul's bound to that of my king. And the Devil Wizard. Goes down very easily. Frankly, all this magic I use on it is actually overkill, because it dies in 2 hits. Or 2 attacks, I should say. And here's the dumb part. This is actually totally optional. Well, all you have to do is go down. Like, all you have to do here is go down. And keep going down. Like here, I go left, and that's actually dumb because all I had to do was go down to find the exit. I wasn't really concerned about treasure because most of my inventory was maxed out anyway. Like, you're gonna see a lot of text that says you can't carry anymore. Speaking of which, yeah, that's where the stairs are. This floor stinks. You're playing hide and seek. I know, you should. That's too fast for me to read. Past me, it was a fast reader, apparently. This is on, like, I can't remember if this was 4 times or 8 times speed. Because I edited this, like, a month ago. You have to find the blue-haired kid. Turquoise does not count as blue. You go through different houses as warps. And, by the way, I was trying this without a guide. So, this is... I didn't want to cut this, because I'm not sure the pattern. Yeah, this is the longest part of the video. Again, I'm fairly certain this took about 10 minutes on its own. Just because I could not find the right combination to actually get to the blue-haired kid. And it gets worse, by the way. Yeah, and also all the NPCs don't help. They just kinda get in the way. There he is. No, is that black hair? Yeah, there's the blue hair kid. I was just like, okay, there he is. Now what do we do? I don't have my glasses on. Maybe I should have put them on before starting to edit this. In a really tiny window. Anyway, also there's the fun fact that, or the fun part that, not only do you have to find the blue haired kid, but now you also have to get back. Yeah, By this point, because it had been a long time, like, I did not even know, which house was actually the inn. Like, I legit did not know. I completely forgot. At some point, I do give up and just Google it, like, just look up a map. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of this, so I guess we'll talk about something else. Both this project and Fire Emblem were both pretty rewarding. But on the whole, I'd say Fire Emblem was the more enjoyable because a lot of stuff went wrong with this project. A lot of stuff did not go very well with Final Fantasy. Like this video right here. What you're seeing right now, I would not consider this a good video because of how long this took. Also because I had read that certain floors are kind of mazy, that's why I decided to post-commentate it in the first place. Because it's like, I don't want to do a maze on screen live commentary. That's gonna be bad. And then we finally get back. Really? He was hiding there? Thanks. Oh, there's a stairway over there to the corner. Thank the Lord. Whisperwind Cove, B10. This is the location of the first boss. Good news! Because this is the longest dungeon in the game, there are actually no floors with 2 bosses on them. Thus, we actually don't have to worry about replaying this twice. Again, thank the Lord. Here I heal up because we're on a boss battle. I don't know how to say that. And that's Typhon. I think that's a typo. I'll have to Google it, but my browser's closed. Never mind. He's from Final Fantasy VI. I speed up this fight considerably because it sucks. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It sucks because it's actually not that bad. If you cast haste, and I don't think I do this in this particular fight, but you'll see me later on casting haste and temper, which raises attack power, and that just cuts through bosses. I should have done it in all the fights, but I kind of forgot to do that. Frankly, this fight is a pushover. Just keep healed up. Don't make any sudden movements. I'm kidding. Typhon. Google. Typhon, Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 6. Oh, his iOS sprite looks awful. like the yeah, the iPhone version. Okay, so here's an attack that called Snort, which is a signature move, and is it's an instant kill. In the original game, it actually kicked someone out of battle, so it's slightly different. And apparently it doesn't matter if you have a ribbon or a null death, it will kill you no matter what. Anyway, this fight just kind of drags on like this for a while. Oh, is Typhon not a typo? Oh, the son of Gaia and Tartarus. Learn something new every day. Okay, that's a 6. Cool. Anyway, yeah, this fight just continues like this for a long time. So yeah. There are actually shops in this area, if I'm not mistaken. Which is weird to have a shop in a dungeon. Anyway, that's the boss. But we're not done yet. I equipped the item that we got, I think. It's been so long, I don't actually remember. Anyway, that's the game. There's a cut right there because I had to restart the recording because it was getting way too long for its own good. Also, look at that encounter rate. Yep. This is why I don't like this game. Okay, real talk, I do like the first Final Fantasy, unironically. However, the encounter rate is kinda garbage, though I hear it's actually worse than the original because of how algorithms work. But yeah, we have actually 3 videos of this dungeon, so I might actually upload them all on the same day, spread out, because there's not gonna be an Animal Crossing today, so I might actually upload them all set, like, all on the same day, just so it won't take so long. Yeah. I know I've seen channels do this, where if, like, if they have a lot of videos to get through, that they'll just upload them all. But I also would like the buffer, because that's like a 3-day buffer as opposed to a 1-day buffer, in terms of uploading in advance. As much as I do like this game, I will also say these bonus dungeons feel a little bit tacked on. At this point, I'm like, screw that, I'm gonna fast forward. Like, this is taking too long. And I also want to fast forward this part because I get lost a lot. Here I slow it back down so I can pick up this stuff, or not pick it up, because a Mech Elixir is actually a pretty good item. Also, as far as I know, you can't get encounters on the spikes, so that's actually a good thing to know. You want to avoid encounters. Also, I realized right there it's a colossal waste of time. Did I speed it up at any point? Apparently not. Past me should have sped that up. Okay. Yeah, so I also didn't want to like live commentate because I was speeding up so much, because it would just take forever to actually edit all the stuff with the audio and sync it all up. That floor goes really fast for some reason. Here I'm like, I don't know where to go, so long pauses of doing nothing. Unluckily though, I do not actually find the stairs right away. I found a turbo healer, which I actually do use later on. I think I might have cut out too much from that from the transition between the last floor to this one. Oh well, can't go back now apparently. I don't think I even have the raw video file anymore. And we finally find those stairs. Oh gosh, is this the one I think it is? Is this the one I think it is? No, it is not. Thank God. I'm not ready for that floor. I don't know how to commentate this one floor because it's just a fetch quest. And I literally just fumble around until I actually find the solution. So I have no clue what to say during that floor. Maybe I should look up a guide for it, but I don't know. It'd be weird looking up a guide considering how much I fumble around with it during the actual LP, or during the actual video. Anyway, lots of spikes, lots of treasure, not much to say though. It's a pretty straightforward floor, really. As much as I do appreciate what this game did for the genre at the time, I actually do wonder how it would compare to the original version of Dragon Quest, aka Dragon Warrior for the NES. Part of me wants to go back and play that just to see how the two compare, because if I'm not mistaken, Square and Enix were actually kind of rivals at the time. Because Dragon Warrior, I'm pretty sure, started around the same time as Final Fantasy. And it's kind of ironic that they merged because of that. Yeah, I was just always under the impression that there was sort of a rivalry between the two. Like Tecmo and Koei, I don't think there was ever any sort of... It wasn't the same. But like Enix and Square were both in the exact same genre. It's like... I know Koei did the Omega... And Omega Force did like... The Warriors games, I think. And Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and then Tecmo was like Tecmo Bowl, Dead or Alive, and Ninja Gaiden. And Monster Rancher. Don't forget Monster Rancher, because that game actually looks really fun. I've been watching a little bit of it, and it looks really fun. It's not in the PS3 shop anywhere other than Japan, though. Because Monster Rancher just did not do well internationally, as far as I'm aware. And thus, because Dead or Alive, I'm not expecting a new one anytime soon. Here I just am like, screw it, I'm gonna speed this up. It's getting ridiculous. Mostly that's the speed up, but it's just because literally nothing actually... I was just retreading ground, basically. Now, is this the bad floor? No, it's not. I think this one actually goes pretty fast. Is this the one where I accidentally went the right way? No. Oh wait, it is. Cool. This floor is, odd. You have to actually find robot parts. All you have to do is examine the various broken robots until you find their parts. Yeah, not fun, right? Right, because it's just like RNG, like hope you find the right robot, cause luck. Examine all the robots. There we go. Found the audio circuit. That's the first part. Second part is, again, as far as I'm aware, kind of random. Maybe it's not random. Who knows? Again, I'm not playing this dungeon again. And the torso parts. That, you give the parts to the robot, repair the fan, and go down the stairs to get to floor 20. It's actually on floor 20, I don't remember. Oh yeah, boss. Good morning, you unarmed. 8 armed, that is. Ultros, I think also has an insta-kill? Or is he the one that doesn't have an insta-kill? Also, I called him Ultros, even though this is Orthros, because that is a typo. As far as I'm aware, that's actually a typo. Or is it? Which one's the typo? Okay, so Orthros is a Greek god, apparently. Wait, no, Orthros is a 2-headed dog, never mind. Okay. So, unlike Typhon, Orthros does not have an insta-kill. And yeah, he is supposed to be Ultros from Final Fantasy 6. Anyway, that is basically it. We equipped a new weapon, and we're good to go to floor 21. Next time we continue the Whisperwind Cove. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Final Fantasy 1.